We created a Mount Rushmore, and the Mount Rushmore being of the Mount Rushmore fail of Florida State here. And let me see, I've got a little picture that we put together. Here we go. Look. We got the Mount Rushmore heads of FSU fails. So, Steven, take it away here. This is your bread and butter. I know it hurts, but it's fun to talk about. Who do you want to go into first?
Okay, so look, I mean, none of these are any greater. Just like the presidents that are on the mountain, none are greater or worse than any of the others. But we're gonna go like with the number one Mount Rushmore fail of FSU, Christian Ponder. Christian Ponder. I love the guy. He's married to ESPN's broadcaster Samantha Ponder. Complete smoke show. But he was the first round draft pick for the Minnesota Vikings. Look, the guy came in. He wasn't able to stay entirely healthy with FSU. Came in and had, gosh, just a blah.
So some may say we ponder why he started at quarterback.
Not at FSU. Look, at FSU, he was the first quarterback to break the FSU Florida curse. He gave Urban Meyer a 30-7 loss in Tallahassee, and Urban Meyer retired shortly that year. So, for an FSU standpoint, we all celebrate Christian Ponder. From a NFL standpoint, yeah.
Who do we got next?
Look, Andre Wadsworth. Andre Wadsworth was a defensive end. Oh, we are. We're going back to 1998, 1993.
Going back to Holly's time.
No, 93. Yeah. Look, it was Andre Wadsworth, along with just Derek Brooks and an amazing defense that set the world on fire with the number of sacks that they were able to pull off. It gave Florida fits. Those games were epic. He was drafted first round, I want to say by the Cardinals. And look, the guy had a knee injury. It's a knee injury, but you've had injuries your entire career. You're a defensive end. He had a knee injury, I want to say his second year in the NFL. Never recovered. First round draft pick with all the accolades in the world coming out of college.
Look at his face.
Well, he's a lot. Hold on, that picture's got to be a lot older. Yeah.
Yeah. No, that was a throwback. The next two I can relate to a little bit more. I watch more of these guys. EJ Manuel, my guy.
I hate this pick because he's such a good guy. He's on the AC network. He really is. He got drafted. He got drafted by Buffalo in the first round. But the one thing I will always remember EJ Manuel for is getting his absolute lights knocked out against a Florida linebacker. Fumbles the ball, and it gives Florida a win with Muschamp against. It's the only win that Florida got against Jimbo Fisher, but he just absolutely knocked his lights out. Fumbles the ball, and that was all it took.
I remember when EJ was coming out at FSU. FSU was the Lord and Savior, and I was not a fan. I didn't think he was that good. I was happy for his failure.
Luckily for us, we had this kid who took a red shirt his freshman year, who sat back while EJ played and got his shit kicked out of him. All right. And then what happened?
All right.
That's championship the next year with a freshman quarterback. That would be one Jameis Winston.
This next one's my favorite one. And let me have this one because I liked Kelvin Benjamin. Okay, there's a few Florida State guys that you get your ass beat by them, you watch them, you learn to have a little respect. Dalvin Cook being one of them. I love seeing him do well. Jalen Ramsey was fun watching him. I was happy when he came to Jacksonville. Obviously, that broke up in an ugly divorce. But Kelvin, I thought this guy was a freak, bro. His statue, this guy is an absolute stud coming out of high school or coming out of college. This guy was a beast. Had Cam Newton throwing to him. No reason this guy doesn't put up big numbers. He could have been, getting into the long shot here. To me, he could have been the next Megatron. Possibly. The guy had the stature for it. That's all I'm saying. But
he had the stature, but that's the problem. They had the same height. They had the same maybe build, but Kelvin Benjamin, from the time that he was in college, and if you're not an FSU fan, I understand why you don't know this, but from the time that Kelvin Benjamin was in college, he couldn't stay away from the buffet table. He
Dude,
was
buddy got thick, bro.
dude. He was fat as hell. He was fat when he was in college, and Jimbo Fisher snapped and cut him off. He wouldn't let. He turned off his meal card.
Bro,
I'm
buddy
telling you,
eat.
he turned off his meal card. And then for his junior year, he was the one that caught the pass against Auburn, but he was never the guy that was 100% committed to football. He was just in really good shape by the time that he left FSU.
He was born with the gift, just didn't have the drive.
And then once he got to the NFL,
imagine if he had Tim Tebow's drive. If he had Tim Tebow's drive, maybe he just need a little gator in him. That's all.
What the hell are you talking about?
I had to bring
dummy idiot.
You love it.
Gosh. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but look, hey, the guy was 6'6". He had speed on him. He just throw defensive backs down if he wanted to make a move. He caught the pass. So
I love this. Look.
We love it. We love it at FSU. In the NFL, my
not
gosh.
So much. Jeffrey here saying, eat the W. He was eating a little more than the W's, buddy.
He was. Trust me, W's don't have calories. They have championships on them, and he has one.